river. Life will never get me down, oh. Uniquely Ghanaian. I'll forever wear the crown, yeah. Exceptionally African. Life will never get me down, no, 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 no.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Assin Praso in the Central Region. We are here to celebrate the Emancipation Day, which is part of the See Ghana Agenda 2020. We are getting ready to engage in some fun activities. A kind courtesy of Ghana Tourism Authority. Let's go.
This is the Heritage Village, where history is retold without adding any spice. At the Heritage Village is the oldest mango tree, which serves variety of purposes. You would also find River Pra, the easternmost and the largest of the three principal rivers that drain the area south of the Volta Divide. Amazingly, it has a deep history in the era of slavery.
We know the significance of Assin Praso in the slave trade because this is where our kith and kin, our brothers and sisters who were captured to be enslaved, had the first crossing. And behind me is the River Pra, where the first crossing happened.
Sese no, yaya no, Assin Praso Heritage Village. Adia yena nanom edi giant. Nti bibia wa ha no, o se ye bo ho ban. Na yama nkrofo so hu a they will come and bring other friends and relations to come and see what is here. This place has a number of attractions. The first, as everybody knows, is the slave trade route, the slave route. But before I get to that stage, all the people who were coming from the north, from Tamale, from Kumasi, Techiman, all those who wanted to go and buy fish or salt in the south, Cape Coast area, they all had to pass through here. It has a long history of people who are crossing to the south and people who are crossing to the north. So it was natural that during the slave trade, the people, the slaves from the north, from Salaga, from the Tamale area, through to Kumasi and all the rest, that they all had to pass through here. This place became a place for crossing of the River Pra to go to Assin Praso and then to places like Elmina Castle, Cape Coast Castle, for later to be shipped across the oceans to the New World, what we call the slave trade route. From there, they were brought to rest in here. We have a big mango tree and some others. After the rest, for a day or two, they continued on foot. We also have, of importance to this country, the Ashanti Wars of Sagrenti War, Seganet Wuse, whom we couldn't pronounce and we call Sagrenti.
One of our key goals this year is to promote domestic tourism. And we have a campaign, See Ghana, Eat Ghana, Wear Ghana, Feel Ghana. And really, if we're looking for a brand that represents those 4 attributes, it's Ghana's most beautiful. People get through the lenses of your cameras to see various parts of Ghana. On the shot, you see Ghanaian dance, so people feel Ghana. You wear Ghana, and then you eat Ghana too. So it's a worthy partnership. We're quite happy with the collaboration, and we want to continue and build on it to promote our destination.
As cultural ambassadors, it is essential for these young ladies to acquaint themselves with history in order to reconnect to their roots and also share information to the next generation.
The slave masters, they can probably get away. So they were always fighting on the river here. And some of them were shot, because they always had guns. And so if you try to run away, some people dived into the river and then they were shot. And so the mass burials that you see there, the mass graves, are mostly from people who died through the struggles across the first crossing. And so when you go there, you see, like Nana told us, they have mass graves, which is mostly for the indigenes. And then the British and the Europeans who died here, they have their 7 mass graves. As at now, nobody knows how many people are in each grave, but at least 7 mass graves here at the heritage site. And then you go to what they call the British cemetery over there. As ambassadors of your various regions, let's try and keep the story going, because sometimes we forget. We forget about the Ashanti-Denchira Wars, the Anglo-Ashanti Wars, and also the story of the slave trade. When you come to Assin Praso, you have all of them in one place. And that's why, for us, this is one of the most historic places to be.
This trip is an eye-opener for these cultural ambassadors, and they would tell the world how privileged they are for being part of this celebration.
Briefly, they introduce graveyards a yɛwɔ ha akyerɛ mu. Nti wohwɛ yɛn ha a wohu sɛ yɛwɔ esie nketenkete bi wɔ ha. Nti slave trade bra yɛn nananom kɔfa mpanyinfo fi esrem northern region ɛba. Wobɛnante a ti sɛ woyare bibi tu kwan mu na wobɛduru Assin Praso ekuro na edin ka kyerɛ mu no a. What they normally do is you better assemble them nyina. If you are 10, 20, 30 or whatever, na you be too amana kese wa ha. Na you see on nyina once. Ewa amana ba kum. Nti hu let's say wa ha ya. Nipa egumbe say 10, 20 or what number then. Na ya cover mo. From this site, we are going to the other cemetery where the white were buried individually, one after the other. Unlike the blacks one, where a number of people were buried in one grave. You see the difference between this place and the other one. You are welcome once again to European Cemetery. I've already said a lot about the Black Cemetery. You are just from that place. I told you when you come to this place, we'll explain so that you know the difference between that of the European Cemetery and that of the Blacks. I told you from where you came from that number of people were buried in one grave Once again, I said it that when you come to the European cemetery, you see how they were buried. This is one of the graves. One person, not 2 or 3 people, not 10 people, in that order. So you can see around, you have a lot of people buried, but not in one grave. Now, Brafu the idea, say you bear witness to what I'm saying, is one after the other.
I'm also European Abbey cemetery, one of not black cemetery. Sister, I'm just down. I'm just down because more than at least 2 people or even 10 people or even more were buried at one place in the black cemetery. On some white cemetery, sister. You can believe it to one nephew, but history inti. But Tom Bala at I say. Maybe I say.
Once in the village, it is needful to take a tour before embarking on the main agenda for the day. Right after the tour, the chiefs and elders of the town, together with some GTA representatives and the GMB leaders, paved way for the facial tree planting to commence.
You've got some tasker power sleeves, and we will ensure that we reach our target. How could you not be hopeful if you've got a tree around you? Let's cross over to the ladies.
From little seed grows mighty trees. When you see Ghana, you need to appreciate our trees for an amazing contribution. Let's not all forget to promote domestic tourism.
I'm planting a tree to teach me to gather strength from my deepest root. It is important to note that tree planting should be an everyday thing. Mirkata. Time spent among these trees is never wasted. That explains my joy for today's activity. You definitely should make tree planting your responsibility too. Minamia wo atido domia pe do vivie to deka. Elabe elevivie na mia megbeto pagbenono. Akbenami. Thank you.
Walk in nature is to witness 1,000 miracles. Try not to allow the pressures of the day to carry you away. Nature is very beautiful. Try domestic tourism. That is the best.
All is now set for tree planting and I can't wait to experience it. So what kind of trees are we planting and how do we preserve them?
Enam yade ninti emancipation no yenya anje. Nende no yedi si ho se yebedua nnua. Nti nnua na yedua no yahodo bebre emu ba akone framo. Nti meni me unit committee members enne yegina ene nananom edua nnua no. Na yebehwe nnua no so ye se de beya nnua no benyini ama aha no atumi aye attractive se de beya daache no amanfo nso atumi abaha no mabehwe. Nti yebebo nnua no ho ban kama se me assembly man me ne me unit committee members yebefa nkwala ni bia kan ho na ya monitor nnua no acha na watwe bia beba behwe nnua no na agugu so nsuo kama ya hwe se emmoa ense no yebehwe mena nyini kama
nnua na GTA for ema yebedua ye no me de megidie ni se e good because ebeboa ama enwunu kra bakronim ena ebio nso no esa ye nema bebre obi ho ma wate se edua bi kra de from but onhu dua ne da etimi ma ni tu kwan efri ekura owo mo no eba bia ya se edua no ewo so no ema ni behu edua no ewo nani so ema se wotimi kɔ ne kroma otimi ka se an na de mi so mi edua efre ne from so ba Assin Praso a ubehu mpampro no ukokroma ye di sidan bebre bet nipa no onfa na ni hu mpampro ni hinimpoda enu so otu kwan ba ekura fe na Assin Praso a osum behu mpampro no ema wo hu mpampro ni hinina se de etumi kwan start efefe na san ba be wie ni penim.
I'm impressed with their concern in this direction, but let's practice what we preach. So now let's get to action.
Planting trees beautifies nature. I'm here at Assin Praso Heritage Village
I can't wait to plant more than 100 trees. It's gonna be fun!
It was so much fun and exciting planting this tree together with the beautiful Marley. This indicates that teamwork is key, and I can't wait to go back to my community to engage them in tree planting. And I hope to come back here to see these trees grow big.
Planting a tree is not necessarily planting the tree and leaving it alone, but it needs care. That is, watering the plant, visiting it most often, applying fertilizer, digging. Let's plant more trees in the Savannah region. Assin Praso.
West side fu, Ghana fu. What's the wabani then? In Bibia. Amala mabaha. Assin Praso Heritage Center. Neni Bibia. In Crampono wa hanchede. When you know wa across the one who on all your crossover. What does it mean? It simply means unity and togetherness.
I'm so much elated to be part of this historic journey. But do you know that if you plant a tree without watering, it's like eating fufu without soup? As a wasa as a couple mana window, or beating the back of a calabash. So we should make it a conscious effort to water our plants in order for them to grow well. This tree planting exercise has taught me that working in a harmonious way with your colleagues can help achieve a better result. So let's all work in a harmonious way. Thank you.
This is interesting. Until you dig a hole, plant a tree, water it and make it survive, you haven't done a thing. Tree planting isn't just an exercise, it's an attitude. Let it be part of your day-to-day activity. Plant a tree and save a life, because when the last tree dies, the last man dies.
When the root is deep, there is no reason to fear the wind. See Ghana from a far distance, just like the roots of a tree. Mumma ya mamre, entintim ewo yemu, entimisramo, mumbo modianse, mbetu kwan ehu nie ewo obiprum, medamwase.
Let's preserve what we have by instilling into our children the essence of tree planting. Together, we can help drive the GTA agenda to an actualization. Be guarded, be ready. The next stop would be in your region. GTA at Damwase.
Tree planting, our heritage, our strength. GTA, stay safe, no Ghana.
I must confess that they have really worked hard and have exceeded my expectation. We realized that they did it out of their hearts, and with the messages they added to it while they were planting, came out strongly.
They've heard the story, they've seen things for themselves, they've been touched, and like worthy ambassadors of their various 16 regions in Ghana, they will go out there and tell the story. This is a story that most of us don't know, and so we ask that they go out there and become evangelists of what happened, as a way to sensitize Ghanaians.
These trees are very significant to us, and we hope and pray that we'll be able to keep them up and make them grow to represent the vision for planting them.
In these COVID times, we know international arrivals are not going to come in. Our borders are shut, the airports are shut, but if we can promote domestic tourism, people can have a destination to visit, and Assin Praso is one of such destinations. TV3, first in news, best in entertainment, wonderful in tourism.
Some years to come, this will be the outcome of the trees planted by the GMB team today. The tree's ability to grow depends on us.
Today's session has really been educative. We have planted a lot of trees today, and hopefully they will grow to become giants. Try and allow nature's peace to flow into you as sunshine flows into trees. GTA!
Stay safe, no Ghana!
It's not over. There's more to see in the Central region. Come on, let's explore more of the See Ghana agenda, which promotes domestic tourism. GMB 2020!
Uniquely Ghanaian!
Exceptionally African!